Hi, my name's Lily Chang and you're watching TS Chit Chat.
Hi everyone, welcome to QHub.
QHub.
So my name is Lee. I use she/her pronouns.
And my name is Slam and I use she/her pronouns.
So now Slam, I know you do many different things, but so I'm not gonna to introduce you. What do you do? So can you introduce yourself? What do you do?
Well, other than being a youth worker, I am Slam Ross 1000, which is a DJ and producer and performer and party host. And I have a clothing brand as well, a clothing label
Yes.
associated
So
with
many
all of
things.
that. Yeah, it's one big universe.
So we go by area, right? So the first one, I actually went to Spotify, listen to your music.
Oh yeah.
So your music pretty much like dong zi dong zi dong zi. That's why I dress up today, and I also look at your clothing brand as well. I say, oh my god, this is the vibe,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Dong zi dong zi dong zi.
Yeah, my past my music vibe is pretty hard and dark. I was pretty into Gabba. Now
What genre do you call that?
Gabba. It's really
Gabba.
fast. Yeah.
Okay.
But now I'm more into producing techno and hard groove, and it's a little bit slower.
How long you been doing the music?
Well, actually, I started playing drums when I was 9 years old,
Okay.
and from the teacher at my primary school, I was given a music making computer program on
Okay.
CD.
Yeah, the new generations using computer.
Yeah.
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 Because you're only very young.
Who's young?
You.
Me. Well,
You
it
are
was still
young.
on CD.
You're still under 30.
I'm under 30 for another year. So I was making music on what was called Super Duper Music Looper. It was a really funny program. And yeah, I would make music on that when I was, 10 years old. And then I released my first Gabba EP with a couple experimental tracks on that as well, independently in 2019, I think.
2019, my god.
Yeah. And I've got another release coming out in April 2024
Okay.
with Phenomena Records, which is a Melbourne record label.
So you've been continue doing it since you're 9 years old.
Yeah, I never really stopped. I was in bands in primary school and high school, and then I got into Ableton and DJing after high school. I was embarrassingly enough making psytrance for a few years after high school, and then transitioned to dance music. That
What-
is
Okay.
less trash.
What keep you
need
going?
to edit this
Sorry.
bit out, I think, because I
No,
can't
it's
say
okay.
that psytrance
Slam,
is
no,
trash.
don't worry about that. We are not that formal, right? Okay, so what keeps you going? Because before that's like, oh my god, there's a long history.
Yeah.
What keep you going
With the music or the youth work?
with the music?
I have a huge ego that I need to please. I have this shadow
Good to
self.
know.
Yeah, I have this shadow self that wants a lot from me and for me.
Okay, so
And-
how's your music going so far?
It's going good.
Is it the direction you want to?
Yeah. It's fun. It creates community and connects me to communities. It's really fun making music and making it, because when I moved to Melbourne, was a club kid on the dance floors, and so now I'm sort of making music for the young people on the dance floors or younger versions of myself. So it just is a nice process, because I'm not on the dance floor as much anymore, because I work 9 to 5 and I don't bounce back the same as I used to.
You're normal people like me now.
I know, I'm a normie, like Lily.
We are like not the cool people anymore.
No, but it still connects me to that. So I guess that's the drive, and always getting better and learning new things.
I have a question, right? Because for the music that you playing or making, right? I don't think I'm in those venue. So where is this venue?
They're in the city.
Uh-huh.
One's near Flinders Street Station. It's called Sub Club.
Okay.
I
So
think
they are
that-
懂之懂之懂之
Yeah, it's in the basement.
懂之懂之
I think it used to be called Wobble, if anyone...
Okay.
Yeah, and I wonder what it will be called in the future. And there's also another club which is really nice called Miscellanea.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think in my heydays, I went to Club 77 in Sydney.
Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sevs is still a thing.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like everyone facing one direction, to the DJ and just dance.
Yep.
There's the good old days. I went to Spotify, look at some of your track, right? So the first track that I look at Slam Rose 1000 radio, it say, if you think throwing up is the end of your night,
Then you don't know how to party.
Why such a long title?
Because the energy of the track is full on, and I was partying in a full on way. And so I just wanted to get the message across that if you think throwing up is the end of your night, then you don't know how to party.
Yeah, it's a long title.
How funny is that track name? It's so ridiculous.
Okay. And then I went to SoundCloud. You also have some stuff at
Oh,
SoundCloud
yeah.
as well. And then they said, music to fuck to,
Yeah.
volume 3.
Yeah, volume 3. So I've done 3 volumes of music to fuck to.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like half-hour mixes.
Mm-hmm. So only 38 minutes for fucking?
Yeah. I guess so. I guess I need to make longer ones for people like you, Lily.
I know, all night long. 38 minutes. I'm looking at music to fuck, only 38 minutes.
Well, I mean, I'd love to play at like a sex on premises club, like Trough or somewhere in Berlin. So I try and make the music sexy and sell it as sexy as well. Like
Okay,
music to
so
fuck
if
to.
you want the music to fuck to, you have to go to the SoundCloud. Yeah, and then for all your link could find in Instagram.
Yeah, everything's on Instagram at SlamRoss1000.
Slam Rose 1000. Okay, Slam Rose 1000 also have a clothing brand.
Yes, I do.
Tell me about it.
It might, at the moment, it's my favorite thing to do.
Oh, really?
Well, so
Better than DJ?
At the moment, yeah.
How long you been doing the clothing?
5 years.
5 years. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a long time as well.
Yep. I was getting stuff made on blank t-shirts, the brand Gildan, pretty bad quality and shape. And so I have...
I'm gonna keep this.
No, you can't keep that.
Try
so then
me.
This is off the record. So I found a manufacturer in Melbourne, and I worked with a pattern maker to make all my own clothes.
Yeah,
And
it's
then,
impressive.
And then I print on them. And so it's just an extension of what I was doing at art school and my bachelor's degree before I studied youth work at TAFE, Cert 4, for 1 year in 2019. And then, I just make clothes and graphics.
And you say it's your, the pants is your product?
Yeah.
What about the shirt?
No, the shirt is an LA brand.
Why didn't you wear your own shirt?
I forgot. It's 30 degrees today, which is really warm for Melbourne.
There's no excuse. Look at my face. And I have to go out to get some lunch later.
Is that done in permanent marker?
No. And then because I have to put so much color on it.
Yeah.
And then it come off here. So I have to use the wipe, get things off, and then and then pen it on again. I know the effort that go on. Okay, anyway, tell me why the clothing stuff is your favorite stuff to do, and what you learned from last 5 years.
I've learned patience from the last 5 years.
Okay, what's
definitely.
that mean?
Patience, it's worth waiting and not rushing the process to make sure that the quality is met. Because similar to my music, the clothes connect me to community and communities and build communities and create connections. So I guess, it takes time. I don't want to be having a fast fashion brand. I want everyone to work at their own pace so that it's sustainable on an individual level, but also made sustainably for the environment. I've learned that everything takes longer than expected. Trends come and go, so I've learned not to worry about jumping on trends and to just follow my own intuition, and big boobs.
Okay, so there's a lot of statement in there, but let me be quite specific, right? So I know that your clothing used to make in different country overseas.
Oh yeah. There was I did 2 collections with the blanks made in Indonesia, and then I was told that was unethical, even if the person I was talking to said it was ethical.
Okay.
I was told it was unethical.
Really? Why?
I don't know. What did she say?
Yeah. What do you mean by ethical and not ethical?
So I was working with a contact from a factory, and I asked if all the human rights, was fine, and he said yes. But then someone else told me that I think she must have been Indonesian or something, and she said that just because it's so cheap that it's not ethical.
Okay.
But then also, they were the quality wasn't that good, and I just wasn't as involved. So I prefer making it all in Melbourne.
Okay. So what is the difference between Indonesia and Melbourne stuff?
Well, the quality of the cotton that I was able to choose was better in Melbourne, and I got to feel a lot of samples and options, and get sample T-shirts made and see how they feel and how they shrink and wear and stuff, which I couldn't do before. And then just like the quality of cotton available in Australia was higher.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then the quality of the manufacturer was better as well.
So how much the cost increased from Indonesia to Melbourne?
Double. Yeah.
Do you have to double your price?
No, the T-shirts are the same price. The shorts are a little bit more expensive, but the quality is
a lot superior?
Yeah, like very improved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is what you learn. Why first go to Indonesia instead of looking for local?
I actually didn't know that I could make it locally.
Okay.
I thought that all the manufacturers had closed, and then I also was told by people that it would be too expensive.
And then how do you find the Melbourne
research?
I
made phone calls and emails and went in person to meet with all sorts of different people, pattern maker, pattern grader, fabric material manufacturer, and then the manufacturer to make the garments, and then a screen printer, and then also a DTF printer, which is direct to transfer printing.
So it sounds like so many different peoples, right, involved in this process. So you just slowly founding one by one.
Yep.
And then they're all based in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
And then, so if you make order, can we have some information like, do you have to make 1,000 order for per print?
Yeah, per garment, per color, the minimum quantity is 50.
Oh, 50.
Yeah. And then the prints minimum is 20.
Okay. And then you have Liza on your t-shirts.
Yeah, I've got Liza Minnelli on a new t-shirt.
Yeah, why?
Well, she is an icon, a curious icon. Her mother was very famous as well. What was her mum's name again?
Oh my God, somewhere over the rainbow. Who's the lady? Yeah, this is the mother.
What's her name?
Oh my God, who is the mother? Oh my God, we are terrible. What's Liza's mother name?
Parents, Judy Garland.
Oh,
That's who it was, Judy Garland.
we are so bad. It's Judy, yes?
Yeah, so I just found it curious, the story of Judy Garland, and then realizing that Liza Minnelli was her daughter, and Liza Minnelli is an absurdity to me because, I mean, for some reason she's a queer icon. I think just because she's so
Same as Judy.
camp. But the way I know Liza Minnelli is when I was a in primary school, I would see her in the gossip magazines that Mum would read next to Michael Jackson and all these other people, and they would be getting made fun of for their like botched plastic surgery.
Okay.
And then she next showed up in Arrested Development as Lucille too, and it's just bizarre. And I think absurdity and the bizarre is something that I'm really fascinated about in my art.
And you're attracted to?
Yeah.
Lucille? Lucille! Aren't you something? Showing up here without your husband. Shame be damned. Caution to the wind. Just
That's so
incredible.
sweet, darling. I'm here to support you.
You're the one who's all alone and likely to stay that way.
My husband's just a phone call away.
That's one call per day, isn't it? Gee, I should think he'd want to save that for his lawyer.
At least he's in prison, not an urn.
You are so deliciously witty.
Are we having fun?
And so then, long story short, I was going through one of the books I'd gotten from an op shop, which is how I make a lot of my art, and there was this photograph of Liza Minnelli, which I cut out and then scanned in to the computer, and as it scanned in, I moved it, which stretches out her face, which is the main Liza Minnelli t-shirt. But then you'll see the other two graphics in this collection have Liza Minnelli in it as well. One, she's part of a broader digital collage and she's got her third eye open, and in another one it's just her eyes superimposed on a night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds so freaky.
It is freaky. And then the collection is called Access, and I was sort of exploring how queer people need to code switch to access spaces. And then in my process, I've put Liza Minnelli in each graphic subconsciously. And so I guess this collection, which comes out next Friday, the 1st of March, 2024, it's an exploration of Liza Minnelli code switching between each graphic.
Okay.
Which I
Like
thought was really cool.
Is it related to yourself as well when you talk about
Yeah.
code switching?
Absolutely, yeah. I definitely code switch depending on where I am. Less so these days.
Okay.
Because I do feel very accepted
Yeah.
as a trans person.
Because you in a safe space with the people as well. What have you been eating and drinking?
I don't know why I'm so burpy.
We should do a burping competitions
Oh, yeah.
right now.
No, not now. Are we going to do it now?
Okay. I can't just come out. So, all right. Anyway, I would love to talk about your art, right? So, what you learned from the art school, the years that you spent on there?
Well, it's a bit corny to talk about, but I guess I realized I was trans. I was exploring queerness a lot. And I was really drawn to tapping into my subconscious with like automatic journaling and drawing, and a lot of the stuff that was coming through was not only... I knew I was queer. I knew I was not straight, but I didn't quite understand that one could be queer.
Yeah, your trans identity?
And then, my trans identity was there waiting for me as well when I started exploring that. And I was exploring it through my art at art school.
Wow.
Yeah.
It must be kind of comforting, I guess, because I think artistic kids are more acceptance,
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
But do you have any barrier you have to overcome
I mean...
in school?
In school, I wasn't really accepted as...
Oh, really?
Nah. Yeah, in...
What school you go to? Why not? I have problem with a Swinburne, and the teacher don't know how to deal with that. They definitely can do better.
Yeah.
I put it out here, I mean, my time had passed already. It's just like, if I speak out now, for the next generation kids, who are trans or whatever, right? They don't have to face the same thing, or things happen, they don't have to face those teachers know what to do with them.
Yeah.
So which school you go to?
I went to a school in the city that is much better now.
RMIT? A White House? Is it White House or whatever they want? No, they
I'm
want.
not
They want is
sure.
fashion.
I
They want is
can't
fashion.
remember.
RMIT. Thank you. It's RMIT.
And we'll be back right after these short commercials.
Okay, so what happened? So what happened?
Hi, welcome.
I mean, okay. Let me ask you these questions, right? Looking back, what do you think that school can do better?
I mean, the teachers could respect pronouns.
Oh wow, it's come from teacher.
Yeah, I mean, mainly it was the class I was with,
Wow,
the students. But yeah, the teachers just could have been better as well.
wow.
But I assume they are now.
You assume?
Yeah.
Don't assume, do better.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, call them out. You know, take a stand.
Yeah, I did take a stand when I was at school. I definitely did.
But you know, I feel that, you know, for us to take a stand is useless if the school teacher are not on your side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they have to be part of the system to help the other students. They have to be part of the system helping the student as well, right?
From the inside,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
They can't be
yeah.
on the bully side, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it was an interesting time. I was also taking a lot of drugs at the time.
Don't blame yourself.
Is this? Do you get? We can't swear and talk about certain things if you want to monetize.
It's okay. I don't care about the money. I want the message went out. I'm more concerned about that. What's the point that, you know, just have a clean language, but you don't get a message out,
Yeah, true.
right? Especially with doing social work.
Yeah.
You
Well, then
know?
I've got a message
Okay,
for
go
the
for
young
it.
for the young trans and queer young people is yeah, definitely live your truth, and wear Slam Ross 1000. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, speak your truth. Just know that you you deserve to have your pronouns used. You are worthy of work. We are not lonely. This narrative that queer and trans people are lonely is false. We can do anything that our cishet peers can do. We can have jobs, we can save for home loans and do whatever we want, you know?
Yeah. Have a clothing brand, you know,
Yeah.
be a DJ, especially right now, you know, so many trans people also doing the DJing as
Yeah.
well. But look at you, right? And me, we both have really difficult situation at school,
Yeah.
at uni, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, look at us. Now we living in a really safe space, working in the really safe space,
Working
you
in a
know,
safe space,
with a lot
yeah.
of same, you know, our colleagues, you know, which is gay
Amazing.
haven. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone respect each other, also taking care of each other.
Yeah, I never thought this would happen. I never thought this could happen.
Yeah,
You know?
see? And now you're on YouTube,
And here I am on TS Chit Chat.
swearing, calling out RMIT. I just keep make sure it's RMIT. Doesn't
QHub.
matter. Doesn't
We're
matter.
here at the QHub.
Yeah, doesn't matter it's RMIT or not, you know. But RMIT still,
Hypothetically.
yeah, still can do better.
If any of you are an RMIT student, and you need any medical support or anything, check out the medical hub at RMIT, connected to Building 8, next to the Ethical Cafe. They have a really good LGBT affirmative practice
And also Drummond Street Services.
and Drummond Street Services.
Yep, because we are non-profit mental health organizations. So that means if you call us, we do the intake, then you get mental health support free.
Free.
Free. Free.
Free.
All right. I asked you, you know, what you want to talk about this, right? Because I actually want to focus on your side hustle,
Yeah.
your DJing, your clothing brand, because this is kind of unusual. Especially, I just discovered, my God, you're so young, under 30 years old. You're already doing so many things, right?
Yeah.
So that is quite impressive.
Thank you, Lily. Yeah, want to retire at 45.
Doing what?
I wouldn't retire.
Doing what?
So then I just go to the sauna and have a swim. So that's like part of it. You know, you gotta have your side hustle as well as your salary job.
Yes.
You gotta make it work.
Yeah.
You gotta make your money work for you.
Are you gonna keep working at our company? I mean, organization?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna stay until I'm 45. So it's another 16 years, and then I'm gonna disappear.
Yeah, I like our organizations. They're pretty good.
I love it. Yeah. The zone hasn't been refunded for the second half of this year yet.
Oh my god, what happened?
We just haven't heard. The PHN just taking their time, I guess.
Okay.
But
How long the program been funded already?
2 years.
Only 2 years.
Only 2 years.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, 1 year at a time.
Okay. You can come to Queer Space Youth.
Okay, good. Yeah.
All right. Then I asked you what you want to talk about in this video. Surprisingly, you say, "Oh, I want to talk about my transitions."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So tell me why. Why it's important for people hear your story?
Well, you know,
I don't know.
I just think it was interesting that, you know, long story short, I was really lost for a way out of what I felt like was a very oppressed life. I was struggling on Centrelink, struggling to stay on Centrelink. Centrelink wanted to kick me off every week, struggling to live off that 600 a fortnight. Couldn't afford to make any art, couldn't do anything. Would get a job in the hospitality field and would face transphobia, and yeah, was just really lost. But then, you know, I found youth work, and now my life is amazing. Like it just turned 180. And I think a lot of people experience what I experienced in terms of being disenfranchised. You know, I'd started medical transition, I'd started laser, but I just sort of looked like a faggot generally, and experienced a lot of discrimination because of that. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it here today so people know that there is another side to it. It does get better. Things do change, and the world is changing, you know.
I know, because, you know, personally, you know, I also went through quite a long, tough time as well. And then, you know, sometimes, unfortunately, when you're in the deep hole, you know, it does take few years time to come back up.
Yeah.
You know, the trend is slowly.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you keep going,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna, you know, have a better future.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's no shortcut, there's no manuscript. Like, we need to write our own destiny, and we need to, like, lean into the discomfort. Like, we can't just feel good all the time. And yeah, we have our, you know, speed bumps, like shit the world's set against us.
Yeah. What type of speed bump?
What type of speed bump? Yeah, a bump of speed. But yeah, also don't hesitate to go on antidepressants, because they really helped me as well.
Oh, do you take antidepressant?
Yeah.
Are you still on the medications?
Yeah. So I started taking hormones. I take estrogen and a testosterone blocker since 2017. And then last year, 2023? Yeah, it must have been early 2023. I started the Lexapro, and it made the world of difference.
Okay.
I think it's life on easy mode. And then, yeah, look, I do go to the gym a lot and swim and get the sun and get, you know, the sauna.
I just have a question,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right now you're in quite a safe space, right?
Yeah.
So is there any particular reason that you still taking the medications?
Well, I mean, it just makes me less depressed and anxious. Because my life's better doesn't mean the world has changed.
Oh yeah, I know. The outside world is just fun.
Yeah. So it just helps me manage a bit better. And I try to do meditation every day, even if it's just 5 minutes.
Do you do counseling? Have you think about counseling?
Yes, I don't have a therapist currently, but that's because my therapist is on mat leave.
Okay.
She having a gay baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
But yeah, counseling is really great. Therapy has helped me through my whole life, actually,
Whole life. How long you been doing counseling?
since I was like 6 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, I would, if like talk therapy isn't for everyone, but maybe, yeah, just find what therapy does work for you. Because, yeah, therapy is really fucking good for everyone. Just to wrap up and to go back to the question that you did ask me, I am having some events this year. Last year I had 10 events, which was too many.
10 event, you
10.
mean like personal event?
Yeah, that I was hosting, and it burnt me out. So this year I'm only having a few. But yeah, all that information will be on my Instagram. And if I DJ at someone else's party, I'll promote that on my Instagram as well. So if anyone wants to come.
Okay. Can you tell me about what is your event like? A bit of general idea?
It's called Dance Party. The general idea is to have fun and dance. I don't like it to be too serious or everyone being too cooked. You can be as cooked as you want, but it's not about being the most anything, you know. It's not a competition. It's just a nice place to
It's never a
let
competition. I'm just the best. So, so I mean, like dress code. What is dress code like?
No, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. You can come. It's like for all the freaks and geeks, you know.
Okay.
It's just good music.
懂之懂之懂之懂之懂之
TS Chit Chat.
懂之懂之懂之懂之懂之
Big boobs. So come and say that to me in the street.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Slam. Big boobs.
Big boobs. TS Chit Chat.
No, QHub. Slam.
QHub. 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 QHub.
懂之懂之懂之懂之懂之懂之